Welcome to another edition of Highlander News. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Luther. With the start of the Winter Olympics today in Pyeongchang, South Korea, we would like to help you brush up on the events that will take place over the next 17 days.
An estimated 90 nations will participate in the 102 events in the 15 disciplines.
First off, we take you to the sold-out Highlander Activity Center, where the opening ceremonies are about to begin. Mackenzie, what is going on there?
I'm here at the Highlander Activity Center where the excitement of the opening ceremonies is about to begin. It is expected that Mr. Johnson, the president of the Valley City Olympic Committee, and Mrs. Belke, the president of the Valley City Organizational Committee, will enter the arena first with the Olympic banner. Let's head inside. Now entering the arena are representatives of each of the Olympic sports. These athletes will represent each of the 15 sports in this year's Winter Olympics. There are the two committee presidents leading the parade. Behind them, carrying the flag for the United States, is the hockey rep Abby, and luge competitor Noelle carrying the North Dakota flag. Next is bobsledder Libby and skeleton athlete Hannah. Athletes are still filing into the packed arena. They must be excited for the events to begin. Looks like the speed skaters Abby and Reagan, and behind them freestyle skier Kenzie and short track skater Callie. Next, a pair of cross-country skiers Kennedy and Mackenzie. Athletes have been working for years for an opportunity to participate in these games, and now they will have the chance to display their skills. There's biathlon athletes Luther and Hunter. Next in line are figure skaters London and Macy, curling team member Michaela and ski jumper Reese, a pair of snowboarders Courtney and Riley, and to round out the group is our alpine skiers Devin and Chaser. The athletes are so excited to be here and are looking forward to 17 days of competition. Sounds like the weather should be good as we are looking at a high of 5 tomorrow and up to 15 by the weekend. Should make for a great Winter Olympics.
Let the games begin!
From the Highlander Activity Center, this is Mackenzie reporting. Back to you, Hunter and Luther.
Thank you, Mackenzie. From the slopes and ice of Valley City, we bring to you our version of the Winter Olympics.
We head outdoors with the reporters Macy, Hannah, and Abby.
Welcome to the ice portion of our Olympic events. The ice is in great shape and the conditions look great out here. Let's take a closer look at our ice events. Short track speed racing is a skating competition on a 60 by 30 meter ice rink. The sport requires technique over power. There are 8 events for men and women. For Highlander News, this is Callie Frethheim.
A team of curlers consists of 3 people, 2 of which brush the ice, so the third person can successfully guide the stone to the center of the target. Now watch the real pros show you how it's done. This is Michaela Walla reporting for Highlander News.
Olympic hockey is one of the most popular winter sports. Hockey is played between 2 teams with 20 players and 2 goalies. There is both men's and women's Olympic hockey. Hockey has 3 20-minute periods with 15-minute intermissions to resurface the ice. Hockey is an intense and demanding sport in which only the most elite athletes compete. At the end of 3 periods, the team who scored the most goals is victorious. From the rinks of Pyeongchang, this is Abby Slater.
Figure skating is a breathtaking sport that requires incredible skills like balance and stability to perform intricate jumps, spins, and lifts. It is a sport of beauty and grace and can be performed as a solo or with a partner. The routines are scored from 0 to 6 on 5 different components: skating skills, transitions, execution, choreography, and interpretation.
Speed skating involves two athletes wearing skates that go around on a 400-meter ice track. The Winter Olympics presents 12 events for men and women. You can race in a team pursuit or compete in the mass start race. Reporting for Highliner News, I'm Abby Lemnis.
Thank you for joining us and welcome to the skiing portion of the Olympics. Skiers will use these hills behind me for their events. With last weekend's snow cover, it will make for great conditions. Let's take a closer look at our skiing events.
Alpine skiing is a discipline where the skier slides down snow-covered slopes on skis with fixed bindings, which is comprised largely of two types of disciplines, the speed events and the technical events. During the speed events, athletes ski on sloped surfaces and properly pass through gates of the course. The rankings are then decided according to the fastest time at the finish line. The technical events is where the skier speeds down the slopes, zigzagging their way through indicated gates.
Biathlon is an event that combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. Athletes ski for a certain distance and stop to shoot at several targets. If the athlete misses, they have to ski a penalty loop. The winner is decided by who skis the fastest and shoots the best. In the Winter Olympics, there are 11 events, including 5 for men, 5 for women, and 1 mixed. Reporting for Highliner News, I'm Hunter Birch.
Cross-country skiing is a form of skiing where, rather than using assistance such as ski or ski lifts, you use your own locomotion to ski.
Here, let's go back.
Freestyle skiing is a difficult sport. Basically, all you can do is try to stay on your feet while throwing a few tricks in. Slopes, do not forget to stay bundled. If you fall, just get back up and keep doing these tricks.
Ski jumping is a form of skiing where the skiers glide down a 35-degree to 37-degree ramp to jump and fly as far as they can go from the launching zone to make a stable landing in the landing section. The judges evaluate points based on flying, landing, and style. One VCHS student shows us how it's done. This is Reese Hushka for Highliner News.
Snowboarding is a sport that uses a board attached to the rider's feet to speed down a slope. Snowboarding at the Olympic Games presents a total of 5 events: parallel giant slalom, half pipe, snowboard cross, big air, and slopestyle. This is Courtney Lloyd reporting for Highliner News.
Welcome to the sledding portion of the Olympics. The hill looks perfectly groomed, so that should lead to some pretty fast times. Is that an incoming nuclear attack? Nope, it's just the bobsled, luge, and skeleton athletes coming to this hill behind me to start competing. Let's take a look at the sledding events.
Bobsleigh is an Olympic event that was adopted in 1924. Within this event, there are 3 categories: 4-man, 2-man, and women's bobsled. Team USA currently has 24 medals in the bobsled event since 1928. It looks something like this. 1 to 2 pushmen push the loaded bobsled along the tracks to pick up speed. These pushmen then jump into the sled and help steer by shifting their weight inside the sled. The pilot sits at the front of the sled and steers using a steering rope attached to the runners. The brakeman sits at the back of the sled and applies the brakes once the sled crosses the finish line. Reporting for Highliner News, this is Libby Bohr.
One event being competed in these winter games is the luge. It's not hard, just lay down on your sled and find a hill. Another event is the double luge. It's not as easy.
For Highliner News, I'm Noelle Thompson. I have a skeleton, you have a skeleton. We can all do the skeleton. Just lay on your stomach and find a hill. For Highliner News, I'm Hannah Sorensen.
Back to you, Hunter and Luther.
Thank you, Macy, Hannah, and Abby.
That concludes our preview of the Winter Olympic events. Hope you enjoyed the real competition over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Just a reminder to tune in next week for Valley City's Winter Olympic events.
Thank you for joining us from Valley City for this Olympic edition of Highliner News. I'm Luther.
And I'm Hunter.